So this weekend was pretty decent weather. So we started cleaning out the barn, doing a lot with manure, getting rid of that, putting it out on the fields and everything. But equipment was breaking. I guess it's part of the course. I actually blew a tire off of my manure spreader. Tire was pretty bad. I thought I was going to get like another year out of it. No, just kidding. I knew I was going to have to replace it, but unfortunately I couldn't find one. So let me show you the tire, what I did. Maybe you guys could use the same idea. Let me flip the phone around and show you. So as you can see, this thing was pretty dry rotted. The tube was actually poking out there. The thing went off like a gunshot. I was like, what in the world was that? Scared the crap out of me. Alright, let me go show you the manure spreader, what fits on it. So, I couldn't find a tire or anything. Well, I have a skid steer that has a lot of work required, to say the least. Well, one of the solid tires I have for that skid steer, that's bald and I need a new one. There's one right there, works perfect, fits right on. Never go flat. Don't need no traction on it anyways. So I think what I'm going to do is change out the other side too and run these. Seem to run perfectly fine, no issues. And the cows are yelling, time for breakfast. And I got one more project I want to show you that was dropped off here. Well, I have an International radiator shroud. Hood. I call it an accordion hood. Not really sure of the name of it. And this 1955 International, I believe it's a 230. My friend Billy, he scraps a lot of metal, like cars, trucks, anything you got. And he happened to come by this cab and told me about it. Brought it over, told me he had something for some more YouTube content. So he gave it to me. It's pretty cool. Sure, I'll return the favor somewhere. One thing I do like about it is it has this aluminum boot and had an air box here for the diesel motor that used to be in it. And inside the truck, I still have the air box. I got a gas pedal there. I got some gauges. They're actually in really good shape. And then the glove box, one wire GM alternator. Pretty cool shape. It has the air cowl. It's frozen up inside, but I might put an electric actuator. I see a lot of people doing that. So I'm thinking what I might want to do with this is turn this into a little rat rod. Kind of put something with the farm on the side of it. I don't know how crazy I'd get with the body work on it. I'm showing you guys this because I'm hoping that you guys could give me some suggestions. Building a rat rod's kind of new to me. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. It did have right here a power steering hydraulic tank that I have, but it looks kind of goofy. So I'm wondering if I could build something with maybe an air tank on it that would still look there. I'm not sure, because I want to put airbags on it. So my friend Bill dropped that off. Take a little walk over here. I have another friend, Dave. He owns DuPont Customs, and they build muscle cars for people. They do a really nice job. You should check them out. Let's see. I was talking to him, telling him I was looking for a dually rear because I want to put a dually rear on the back of that. So he told me to stop by his shop. He might have something for me. Well, it's got a dually rear. This actually is a P30 camper frame Coachman. I went and looked at it, and he asked what I was doing. I told him I wanted to build a rat rod. So he says, well, could you use the whole frame? I said, yes, I could. He says, okay, it's yours. He dropped it off at my house free of charge, delivered it free of charge. So I'm into this project by zero right now. It's got a C-channel frame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Z-notch the back and have the lower section where the cab is be able to touch the ground when the airbags are let out. The front it has coil springs with airbags in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to take them out and run regular airbags. The only thing that I have a problem with is when I put the cab on it, this frame is really tall. So I was thinking about notching the frame down a bit, coming across, and then I'm going to box in the whole frame. I'll figure box that in so when the cab sits on it, it's a really, really low profile of seeing the frame. I wanted to put a Hydro Boost in it. This comes with a Hydro Boost, which is awesome. And it's got the power steering, and it has a steering column right here that I may be able to incorporate. The only problem I was having is it's got this funky idler arm setup on it that runs off the steering box. But there's another YouTube channel I watch. It's called Hardcore Fab. The guy, Anthony, he does an awesome job building rat rods. He has a viewer that told him that you can put the steering box on the frame and then you use a C30 Pitman arm, and that'll put that where it wants to be, and it'll work pretty good for the rat rod. He's also doing airbags. He's got the same frame. He's building the C30 hauler truck with a sleeper cab. It's going to be pretty sick. You should check it out. I think I'll be able to use some parts off of this. I mean, it's got some switches, some gauges. It actually has a power steering reservoir up on the front of it. And the motor I've got is a Cummins, I believe, out of a Freightliner. So it has the air compressor. I'd like to try to incorporate the air compressor to run the airbag system if possible. It also has a power steering pump without a reservoir, and this has a reservoir. So I'm going to try to build it as much out of not buying materials as possible. I got to figure out the airbags on the front. I'm wondering if I can incorporate these back ones to the front and then build another system for the back, because I want to 4-link triangulate the back. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. I don't know if you guys have any ideas or not. I do have a small clip from the drive shaft shop. They weren't able to record the whole thing. They're really busy down there. So hopefully you'll enjoy what little bit I got. The other thing is I'm going to give you a little update on the truck that is in the garage. It's just been crazy. Haven't had a lot of time to keep up with stuff. But if you guys want to watch the rest of the video, it's going to have the baby chicks that I just picked up in there. And if you guys have any ideas on anything on this truck, let me know. I'm trying to design this thing, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't know about the rat rods. So if you guys have any ideas, it would be a great help. I'd appreciate it. If you guys can like, subscribe, comment, all that would be appreciative. We're trying to grow the channel. I could use any support I could get. All right, let's go check out the drive shaft and then the baby birds.
All right, folks, we're going to build a shaft for one of our customers. His name is Fred Penny. He owns a YouTube channel. We got all our parts here: our stub, slip yoke, tubing, weld yoke, and flange. Customer gave us a flange to center measurement, so we'll establish a center to center to make it easier to work with the parts. 2 inches from the face to the center, so we'll subtract that from the measurement he gave us. Give us 16 1/4 on center. All right, let's attach our parts. I'm going to start with the stub first. Looks pretty good. Establish the center of our slip movement. Full spline engagement. Give him about 1 inch of slip. 16 1/4 was our center to center. Alright, let's cut the tube.
Well, here's the drive shaft. A little stubby, but it'll do the job. Unfortunately, they lost part of the footage, or they weren't actually able to record some of the footage because they get really busy and it's only a two-man crew down there. So they weren't able to finish it, but hopefully that little segment shows you kind of what they do. The truck's there, haven't got much done on it. I got to finish the front rear axle driver's side brakes. That's all I got left to do on the truck. And I'm going to pull it out so I can clean the shop. It's getting a little bit of a disaster. Baby chicks have arrived. I put some cardboard down to keep the temperature up in the box. Now I gotta do the count and see how many we got here and give them some water. This is the first box. All right, give them a drink. We hold the food for a little while. A couple hours and then they'll get food. Seems to work out really well that way. Watch out, little guys. And I'm just gonna go over my numbers and my count. Make sure what we got. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I try to get one video out a week. So this is about how our week went. This right here is our emu. I don't know if you've seen her in any of the videos yet. She's about 2 years old. Kind of crazy looking bird. But stop by. Hopefully you'll see us next week. We'll put another video out. And like I said, if you could comment, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next week.